Mr. Chen loved the mountains. Each step up the winding path was a prayer, a meditation. He climbed for clarity, for peace. The air thinned as he ascended, each breath a testament to his endurance. His weathered hands gripped his walking stick. Years of labor had etched lines on his face, but his spirit remained strong. This mountain was his sanctuary, a place to connect with something bigger than himself. He thought of his son, David who preferred the city's clamor to the mountain's quiet. Mr. Chen smiled. Even with their differences, a father's love ran deep. He would climb this mountain 1,000 times over if it meant his son would find happiness. David surprised his father at the mountain base. He had news. He longed to share his anxieties about his career, his life. And there was someone special he wanted his father to meet. Her name was Anna. She had come with David, drawn by his stories of the mountain and the man who loved it. Her eyes, bright and curious, watched Mr. Chen with a respectful warmth. Anna was a listener. She hung on to Mr. Chen's stories of the mountain's lore, of his own life lessons learned on its slopes. David watched them both, a slow warmth blooming in his chest. He hadn't seen his father this animated in years. They climbed. Days melted into each other, marked by sunrises that painted the sky in hues of orange and pink. Clouds swirled beneath them, a breathtaking spectacle. Mr. Chen watched as David and Anna navigated the rocky terrain. Their laughter echoed through the valleys. They helped each other, their hands brushing, their smiles lingering. Each night, under a canopy of stars, they shared stories and dreams. Mr. Chen spoke of his late wife, her memory twinkling like the distant city lights below. He saw her spirit in Anna's kindness, her gentle touch. The peak. They stood together, bathed in the golden light of dawn. Below, the world stretched out like a rumpled canvas. David took Anna's hand, his heart pounding like a drum. He spoke of their journey, of the love that blossomed between them amidst the grandeur of the mountains. He spoke of forever. And then he knelt. Tears welled in Mr. Chen's eyes as Anna whispered yes. The mountain bore witness to their love, a love as strong and enduring as the peaks themselves. He had never felt closer to his son, to the memory of his wife, to the power of the mountains. Word reached the village nestled at the mountain's foot. They came bearing gifts and blessings, their faces lit with joy. The mountaintop became an altar. The village elder, his eyes crinkled with wisdom, officiated the ceremony. David and Anna, bathed in the warm sunlight, pledged their love. Vows echoed, heartfelt and true. Mr. Chen placed his hand on their joined hands, his heart overflowing. He saw his wife's face in the clouds, her smile a radiant blessing. He knew she was here with them, sharing in this moment of pure joy. The descent was filled with a different kind of joy, a lightness that came with new beginnings. Mr. Chen watched David and Anna, their fingers intertwined. They would face challenges, he knew. Life was a mountain range with its own peaks and valleys, but they would face them together. Their love, their compass, their faith, their guide. As they reached the base, Mr. Chen looked back. The mountain stood tall, a silent sentinel to the love story that unfolded on its slopes. And he knew with a father's unwavering certainty that this was only the beginning.